Today's lecture is on construction of roads. Okay, bituminous concrete roads, construction of bituminous concrete roads. So we know bituminous pavements are common in use in India. Okay, so it is possible to construct relatively thin bituminous pavement layers over an existing pavement. So therefore, these are commonly adopted as a wearing course. So flexible pavements could be strengthened in stages by constructing the bituminous pavement layers one after another in a certain period of time, unlike the cement concrete pavement construction. So there are wide range of construction materials. Okay, the types, size and grading aggregates, and type and grade of bituminous binder and bituminous pavement construction techniques in use. So a variation in design and construction types have given rise to the bituminous paving technology. So it is well realized that the excessive binder content over an optimum value for a given mix is detrimental to a good performance of the blacktop pavements. So based on the surface area of the aggregates, okay, and the technique of the construction, the optimum binder content may be determined. So another problem which is associated, okay, with the construction of the bituminous pavement is the control of the proper viscosity of the bituminous aggregate mixtures during mixing and compaction operations. So bitumen road, it consists of a surface with the bituminous materials, and bitumen is a sticky dark viscous liquid which is obtained from the natural deposits. So a bitumen road has a smooth surface to ride and also gives less sound emissions as compared to the concrete pavement. The initial cost and the overall maintenance cost of bitumen road is less. So we have different types of bituminous construction. So number of types and methods are in use for bituminous pavement construction. So it is attempted to broadly classify them based on the methods of construction. So we have the interface treatment. This interface treatment consists of the prime coat and the tack coat. Second one is the surface dressing and the seal coat. Third one is a grouted or penetration type construction. So under this we have the penetration macadam and the built up spray grout. Next is a premix. Okay, this premix may be of the bituminous bound macadam, the carpet, the bituminous concrete, the sheet asphalt or the rolled asphalt, and the mastic asphalt. So the bituminous binder, okay, used are either the straight run bitumen, road tar, cutback or emulsions. Okay, so bitumen and tar require heating. Okay, since this requires heating to bring them to a proper viscosity for their use, this is termed as a hot mix technique. Okay, next we have the cutback and emulsions. So this cutback and emulsion do not require heating. Okay, and it is applied cold. Okay, applied cold to the surface. So this technique is known as a cold mix. Bitumen and tar, since it requires heating, okay, this technique is a hot mix technique, and cutback and emulsions do not require heating and it is applied cold to the road surface, and it is termed as a cold mix technique. Okay, then first one we have seen is interface treatment. So let us see what is this interface treatment. Okay, so how it is done is the surface of the existing pavement is first cleaned. Okay, first cleaned to remove all the dirt materials, and then a thin layer of bituminous binder. Okay, bituminous binder is sprayed before the construction of any type of the bituminous layer over this surface. So this interface treatment is necessary to provide proper bond between the old and the new layers. So first what is done is dust materials are removed and thin layer bitumen binder is sprayed before the construction of any type of the bituminous layer. So this is necessary as to provide the proper bond between the old and the new layers. So under this we have the prime coat. So what is this prime coat? As the name suggests, prime coat is a first application of the coat that is of low viscosity liquid bituminous material over an existing porous or absorbent pavement surface like the WBM base course. So what is the main objective of this prime coat? Its main objective is to plug in the capillary voids of the porous surface and to provide proper bond and to bond the loose mineral particles on the existing surface using a binder of low viscosity, okay, which can penetrate into the voids. So the bituminous primer, okay, bituminous primer is sprayed uniformly using a mechanical sprayer, okay, at a rate of 7.3 to 14.6, okay, kg per 10 meter square area, depending on the porosity of the surface. Okay, so the primed surface is allowed to cure for at least 24 hours. Okay, this is very important. Curing which during which period no traffic is to be allowed. Okay, until the curing is done for 24 hours. Then we have the tech coat. Okay, so tech coat, bituminous tech coat is application of the bituminous material over an existing pavement surface which is impervious like an existing bituminous surface or a cement concrete pavement, or a pervious surface like WBM which has already been treated by a prime coat. So this tack coat is applied by spraying a bituminous material of higher viscosity, okay, like hot bitumen at a rate of 4.9 to 9.8 kg per 10 meter square area, depending on the type of the surface. Then we have the bituminous surface dressing. Okay, so bituminous surface dressing is provided over an existing pavement, okay, to serve as a thin wearing coat. So the single coat surface dressing consists of a single application of bituminous binder material, which is followed, okay, by spreading of aggregate, cover and rolling. So you can see here this is before rolling and this is after rolling. So when the surface dressing is done in 2 layers, okay, it is called as a 2-coat bituminous surface dressing. And when whether the better adhesion is required, the aggregates pre-coated with bituminous binder are used in conventional surface dressing, and this technique is known as the bituminous surface dressing with pre-coated aggregates. So what is the function of this bituminous surface dressing? It is to serve as a thin wearing course of the pavement and to protect the base courses, okay, then to waterproof the pavement surface and to prevent the infiltration of the surface water, then to provide the dust free pavement, okay, in dry weather, and mud free pavement in wet weather. Next is the seal coat. Okay, the seal coat is recommended as a top coat over certain bituminous pavements which are not impervious, such as open graded bituminous constructions like premixed carpet and grouted macadam. The seal coat is a very thin surface treatment or a single coat surface dressing which is applied on the existing blacktop surface. So a premix sand seal coat is commonly used over the premixed carpet. So its functions are, the function of seal coat is to seal the surfacing against ingress of water, to develop a skid resistant texture, and to enliven an existing dry or weathered bituminous surface. Next is a penetration macadam. So bituminous penetration macadam or the grouted macadam is used as a base or binder course. Okay, so first is, you can see here the coarse aggregates. Okay, coarse aggregates are first spread. Okay, you can see here the coarse aggregates are first spread and it is compacted well in dry state, and after that what is done is a hot bituminous binder. You can see a hot bituminous binder of high viscosity is sprayed in the large quantity at the top. Okay, so the coarse aggregates is first spread and the bituminous binder of high viscosity is sprayed in large quantities at the top. So this bitumen, okay, bitumen, it will penetrate into these voids. Okay, bitumen will penetrate into the voids from the surface of the compacted aggregates, okay, thus filling up the voids and binding some stone aggregates together. So you can see here this is before construction, and after the bitumen penetrates into the voids, okay, you can see this after construction, after penetration. Okay, before penetration and after penetration. Then we have the bituminous macadam. So it is a premixed construction method consisting of one or more courses of compacted crushed aggregates which is premixed with the bituminous binder. It is laid immediately after mixing. Okay, so the bituminous macadam is laid in compacted thickness of 75 mm or 50 mm. Okay, so the bituminous macadam is a base course or a binder course and should be covered by a suitable surfacing course before it is exposed to the traffic. Next we have the bituminous premixed carpet. Okay, so this premixed carpet, it consists of a coarse aggregates of 12.5. Okay, this, remember the coarse aggregate sizes, that is 12.5 and 12.5 mm and 10 mm sizes, which is premixed with bitumen or tar binder, are compacted to a thickness. Okay, thickness is 20 mm to serve as a surface course of the pavement. So the premixed carpet consists of all aggregates which is passing 20 mm and which is retained on 6.3 mm sieve. Next is sheet asphalt. Okay, the sheet asphalt or the rolled asphalt is a dense, dense sand bitumen which is premixed of the compacted thickness 25 mm, which is used as a wearing course. So what is the function of this sheet asphalt? Is a sheet asphalt will protect the joints in the cement concrete pavements. Okay, main function is to protect the joints in the cement concrete pavements and will cause a reduction in the warping stresses due to decrease in the temperature variations between the top and the bottom of the concrete slab. Next we have the mastic asphalt. So this mastic asphalt is a mixture of bitumen, fine aggregates and filler, okay, in suitable proportions, which yields a voidless and impermeable mass. Okay, so it is suitable for surfacing material for the bridge deck slabs. So this material, that is mastic asphalt, it can absorb the variations and has a property of the self-healing of cracks. Then bituminous construction procedures. So construction procedure for surface dressing. The bituminous surface dressing is done either in a single coat or in two coats over the existing bituminous pavement and for renewal, or as a wearing course over a water-bound macadam road. Okay, so the surface dressing is done only in the dry and clear weather when the atmospheric temperature is above 16 degrees Celsius. Okay, so what is the specification of materials used? Okay, so tar or cutback is used and the coarse aggregates should be clean, strong and durably fair cubical in shape. Coming to the construction steps, so first is the preparation of the existing surface. Okay, so the existing surface is prepared to proper profile and ruts and its depressions are rectified before the treatment is done. That is the first step. Next is the application of the binder. Okay, second step is application of binder. So on the prepared surface, using a mechanical sprayer or pouring can, uniform spraying of the bituminous binder is done. Okay, then after the second step is third step is application of stone chipping. So after the application of binder, the cover material, that is stone chipping, as per requirement is spread to cover the surface uniformly. So first of all, first step, as I told, is a preparation of existing surface. So what is done here? The depressions are rectified, okay, before the treatment is done. After the preparation of existing surface is the application of the binder. Okay, how will you apply it? So on the prepared surface, using a mechanical sprayer or a pouring can, uniform spraying of bituminous binder is done. Okay, then application of stone chipping. So after you apply the binder, the cover material, that is stone chipping, as per requirement is spread over the surface uniformly. Okay, next is rolling of the first or final coat. So this rolling is done by tandem roller. So you can see this is a tandem roller. Okay, so rolling is started from the edges, which is proceeding towards the center longitudinally with overlapping not less than 1/3 of the roller. Okay, so when the rolling of one half width up to the center is completed, the rolling is carried out on the other half again, starting from the edge and proceeding towards the center line. So this is continued until the particles are firmly interlocked. Okay. Next is the application of binder and stone chipping for second coat. So the binder is again applied to the prepared surface as per the requirements. Next, rolling of the second coat. So after the application of the second coat, rolling is done as we have seen in the step 4. Okay, so then finishing. Next is a finishing and opening to the traffic is the last step. That is, surface is checked for longitudinal and cross profile using a straight edge. Okay, and variations in surface greater than 6 mm are corrected. And the road section is open to the traffic after 24 hours. Okay, next is a construction procedure for penetration macadam. Okay, so this construction of penetration macadam is recommended for thickness of 50 and 75 mm. Specifications of materials: road towers, RT4, RT5 could be used. The quantity of key aggregates required for 75 and 50 mm compacted thickness, 50 and 75 mm compacted thickness are 0.15 and 0.18 meter cube per 10 meter cube area. So what is the construction steps? So coming to construction steps, so preparation of existing surface. Okay, the underlying course is prepared and conditioned to a uniform grade. The surface is slightly scarified and it is brushed. Okay, the priming coat may be applied if required on porous surfaces. Next is spreading the coarse aggregates. Okay, the coarse aggregates, they are spread with proper edge protection. So this is done by a mechanical spreader or by hand. Next is rolling. So the aggregates are dry rolled with 10 tons until the aggregates are compacted and interlocked. So the rolling is commenced from all the sides and from the sides, okay, and proceeded towards the center. So dry compacted aggregates are checked for desired profile using 3 meter straight edge and corrected where irregularities exceed 12 mm. Okay, then is a bitumen application. So over dry and compacted coarse aggregates, the binder is applied uniformly either with a pressure distributor or mechanical hand sprayer. Okay, so spreading of key aggregates is done. Then seal coat is applied if another surfacing course is not constructed immediately and the traffic is to be allowed. Okay, so either the premix sand bitumen of surface dressing type of seal coat may be applied and pavement section is again rolled. Then finishing, the constructed pavement section is checked for cross profile with template and longitudinal profile with a straight edge. So this unevenness indicator developed by the Central Road Research Institute, New Delhi, is very useful instrument, okay, to locate spots with excessive undulations and help in correcting the patches during construction itself. And then opening to traffic, the finished surface is open to traffic, okay, if the seal coat or surface dressing has been provided over the penetration macadam after a minimum period of 24 hours. Okay, so with this I come to the end of this lecture.